Hello, and welcome back to the Fox Strength and Performance YouTube channel. I am Taylor Fox, and today I am in my vehicle outside Power Build Warrington. So I'm not trying to do like a Sam Sulek type thing, although I have been watching more of his content and been enjoying it. I was just at the wholesale club getting my boxes of Uncrustables, milk, different snacks. I got some blueberry little bites. As I increase my calories, I'm trying to like add in different snacks. So I really like to like ramp up to like Rice Krispie treats like pre and intra training and stuff like that to get ready for a comp. Just trying to like push the calories a little bit more. I got some tuna steaks on sale, which is pretty sweet. I squatted heavy today, which is a video that will probably come out before this one. Trying to do that in the garage and had a great time with that. Very successful, working up to 5:15. I guess technically it's, yeah, I guess, or no, like 6:05. No, I can't even do plate math. Yeah, 5:15 is 5 plates and the SSB is 60 pounds. So I did the triple with that, just throwing on some knee wraps over my sleeves and the bottom of my suit for fun. But that felt pretty good, even though like I unracked it. I was like, oh crap, this is a lot of band tension plus weight with all the chains off the ground. Got the work done. I felt like I played it safe, which is smart, getting a triple and not trying to go ham and get five. But that's a big thing that I'm looking at right now is the recovery and just being smart and conservative training. So I would say right now I have not been recovering well. Like I've been pretty sore, not feeling like great. I woke up Monday and I was pretty sick to my stomach, like just wrecked, which is probably due to some fast food traveling over the weekend. And then I actually had a great training session Tuesday, even though I hadn't been feeling well. But I woke up at 4 o'clock in the morning, Wednesday morning, and my hamstring cramping, and I was like, oh my god, I couldn't even like sit up or try to like get it stretched. I was just stuck. So that was rough. But just really pushing like the calories a little bit more to prioritize recovery. I went to bed super early last night. We'll see how that works out tonight because it's almost 9 o'clock and I'm sitting here in my car trying to film a video and then go in and I'm going to film my assistance exercises. It is what it is. Like, I feel like I'm getting some good work in and I'm enjoying it. Like, if you feel like you need a day off, a couple days off, we helped out at a Strongman show. We helped judge 2 weekends in a row actually. So we did a show at Spartan Gym in Ben Salem, and then we just did Lift Evil's show, War Party Unleashed, which was a combination of strongman and powerlifting, which was pretty cool. So we did the strongman, and then they flipped the room and did powerlifting the next day. It was just rough. Like it was pouring rain. Thankfully, I didn't do any of the events outside, but like there were people that had to work those, and the competitors came in and they were soaking wet, and it just made for a long day because it was hard to get everybody through all the events, and we kind of just mashed novice classes and masters together and like we're all deadlifting, let's go. So it was just a crowd of dudes in this corner of this like small gym hitting deadlifts and just trying to get everybody through the max deadlift. We went to a field hockey event, so my fiance coaches field hockey. I'm an athletic trainer. Decided to work the event, driving up to Shippensburg, and that was fun. It definitely wasn't a bad time. Like it was sunny, didn't have a lot to do. Like there weren't any serious injuries. It's just made for a long day. It was, I worked 3 hours, which is pretty on the low end for me working contract events. But we left 9 o'clock in the morning and got back at 7:30 at night. So that made it a rough transition to Monday, going crappy on Monday. Still, pulled myself together and got through the week so far. Like got a good training session in. Really had to prioritize extra sleep. I didn't train Saturday or Sunday, so that's 2 days off. Like it was pretty interesting. And then coming back into the week, like I felt bad that I only gotten 3 training sessions in, but that's something like you can't feel bad about. Like I prioritized what I needed to. I got more pressing in, which is really where my focus needs to lie. And then I just did my dynamic effort squat, split squat session, and sandbags. And, my legs were still very sore. So I think that was good work and we got that in. And I'll just come back this week and, refocus, see where the priorities lie. I got a good squat session in today. I'm hoping I hit the split squats later in the week. The shoulder's feeling better. I've definitely had like an achy shoulder, tight subscap, tight levator, and it's just like literally all the time I'm just trying to like stretch it out and get it loosened up. So generally I get it to where it's feeling great for pressing and then it feels sore again after pressing. But that's how it rolls, and I'm thinking I'll have another pressing session, at least one in me this week, and looks like I'll get those 4 days in. Should be nice. You don't want to push yourself and just be like, screw up your program like way far out. Like I'm not even 12 weeks out yet. Really just laying the foundation for my prep. Just take it as it comes. Like, okay, the way things bottled up on me, it's not smart to get an extra session in right now. Like, it wouldn't be smart to squat Sunday night and then come back to pressing and then more squats, like, you know, beginning of this week. So I felt recovered today, was able to push my squats, felt really good. I'm going to go in and do my census work, which I'll show. I'm going to do reverse hypers, inverse curl, maybe some like single leg press. Like I've been doing a lot of the single leg perfect squat or like the Rogers athletic squat, and that's been great, but I'm trying to kind of switch it up now. So they have the alternating leg press. I would really like to try something like that and just do whatever legs I can do in about half hour, 45 minutes, and get home so I can go to bed and wake up at 4:30 in the morning for work. But hey, let's get after it. And welcome to the training commentary. So this is me working up on reverse hypers. So I skipped all the preliminary sets because I feel like I'd covered that in past videos and it's kind of boring. So we're up at 3 plates right now. What I emphasize here with the cues is to attempt to stop that rebounding like pendulum swing. Like obviously it's gonna happen with that kind of weight, but just trying to make an effort to stop it or slow it down at the bottom and then really recoiling and like pushing back up, squeezing your glutes and driving the hips into extension at the top. And then I got up to 4 plates for a couple sets today, which I was really happy with. I feel like reverse hypers really drive my deadlift. Some people would disagree that it's not a applicable exercise, that doesn't really make a lot of sense, but for me I feel like it does. It builds the glutes, it builds the lower back, big QL builder, and it's a very functional exercise. Like it's not that kind of thing like you're gonna feel it like a big pump and a lot of like slow time under tension, but it's something that like really I feel like builds that posterior chain and kinetic unit as one to really extend and go from a flex position to full extension and using those muscles well in those positions. And then we got into some single leg press. So what I'm trying to do here is do an iso hold contralaterally, and I kind of stagger my feet. So I'm thinking of it in terms of like a yoke run where I'm going to be pushing off my back foot and then my front foot's going to be coming forward. And as my front foot hits the ground, I'm really using that glute, at least preferably would use the glute as the primary extensor to then drive that front foot back and keep propelling forward with the yoke. And then I'm trying to do like an iso hold with the opposite leg at 90 degrees. So with the iso hold leg, it's more quad focused, having the foot farther down. And then with the acting leg, it's more glute focused, having the leg farther up. And you see, I kind of had to try to figure it out as I was going. And it overall was just very tough. Like it's hard to hold these positions and then work with the other leg. I used to like look at some videos like from Jerry Schreck up at Bucknell and just talking about like neuromuscular coordination, and obviously I get into a lot of that with the RPR stuff. And I think this is a big factor. Like when you're doing athletic movements, when you're doing strongman moving in events, like you need to be neuromuscular coordinated. You need to have everything like kind of firing the way you want it. So I feel like this is just like a good concept to kind of include at times in training. And I think the single leg work in general, just to like eliminate asymmetries and kind of keep things balanced. Identify any like glaring weaknesses can be a big factor. And then I just really tried to push and burn out a little bit. And my legs were very sore for days to come after this, but I thought it was a good session. Just trying to do a set of 10 here at the end. And we got 4 plates on here as well total. I did 3 at the bottom horns and then 1 each side at the top. So 4 plates a side. But it makes it easy because it was the same as it was on reverse hyper. And then we're just going to move into some inverse leg curls. So these I've been doing a lot. Definitely super happy to have them in my program. Again, may not look the most challenging thing to some people, but this gets really tough and you'll see me struggle a lot. Like, I'm really trying to push straight out at the bottom here, extend the legs fully, and then initiating just like the glutes and the hamstrings to bring myself back up. And I did a couple sets, really reached failure, failure here, and called it a night. But hey, I will be releasing this video on Easter. So to everyone out there, happy Easter. I hope you're having a great time, having some good training, spending some good time with your family. Make sure you're working on the recovery. And I'm going to come back in here with an outro to this video. But I appreciate you guys watching. Have a good night. Holy crap. Well, that was a rough one. And would have just killed myself with 3 exercises. Definitely like that alternating leg press variation. I like getting the iso hold on the one side. Just trying to figure out where to hold it. Good volume on reverse hyper. I'm glad I've been able to work up to 4 plates and get my inverse leg curls in. I'm very happy to now have access to that machine. And they put one in at KOP. Pretty sweet. But hey, I got my little bites. I got my milk. BJ's start selling whole milk. Fairlife, please. Hey guys, thank you for watching. Keep lifting those heavy weights and hold strong.